Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. Kind of. It is day 4 of Iowa's shotgun first season for deer. And we're going to be doing some more deer hunting today. As I've explained before on our previous videos, deer hunting is more or less a way of life on the farm. Everybody that works on the farm, you know, my uncles, my cousins, all that, we all deer hunt because it's just what it's just how we live around here. And that's why I show it on the channel, because it's definitely a part of our farm. We deer hunt in this area, especially our way of deer hunting with deer drives, because there is just so much rough ground, choppy ground, deer haven and habitat that if we do not push deer through the woods, it's going to be impossible to harvest the amount of deer that needs to be harvested in this area, because deer are definitely a pest. They're a varmint. They destroy our crops. They're a hazard to people if they overpopulate. So that is why we deer drive. It's a very practice way of hunting around here. So that's what we're going to do. And I guess I never really clarified this, but I had a couple of questions. What do you guys do with your deer meat? Do you just slaughter them and leave them? No. We actually just spent all last night cleaning the deer. We'll send it off to get processed, and we'll fill our freezers with like ground deer meat, you know, sticks, summer sausage, loins we'll eat up. I'll hopefully make some deer jerky. So yeah, we definitely eat the deer. We don't just slaughter them. So I mean, it's a sport, it's a hunt. So that's what we're gonna do today. So do you guys have any questions whatsoever? Drop them down below. We're gonna get going. We're gonna start at the butterfly garden up here at the state park. So you'll see I'll put my gun in a sock. I can't have it out going through a state park ground. That's the law. So we'll go out and we'll start pushing some deer. We're really short-handed today. We only have 8, maybe 9 guys compared to 17 over the weekend. That's just usually how it goes. But yeah, let's see what we can see today. It's gonna be exciting and very cold, but not as windy as yesterday. Caught this video right here where it was just stupid windy, but we did see a lot of deer, but it was just miserable. All right, let's get going. Let's go. At least it's not screaming wind or icing like the last time. No kidding. That's what sucked the most about yesterday. Just couldn't hear anything coming. And it sucked for the deer too, I imagine. Just entered public hunting. We'll take our guns out, load them up, and get ready to not see anything on the walk over. Those two are going to go to that side. James and I are going to be on this side. We're going to push it with 4 down instead of 6. What's that? Look
at that. Yeah, it looks like a deer.
I know, it does look like a deer right in line with the gate. Looks like we're ready. See, I'm going to turn my red dot sight on this time because I forgot to last time when I was driving and had a shot at 4 does. It'll be a little bit noisier this time since we don't have as many people. Right, that'll help. So here's the steep gully. We're on the second day where it was just raining and icing and whatnot. Bobby down there tried to cross it and it was not pretty. Nice. It's gonna be a good day. Found a walking stick early in the drive. So I like to see. Walking on side hills. You may call me an old man, but these help. That's fresh.
Get that on camera?
Nope, it was off. Yeah, as I was telling James, I didn't fall once when it was icy, but I just fell there. Slope is steep. Making a little bit more noise today. Not a ton, but a little bit, just because we don't have the manpower. Just gonna try and make a little noise to get the deer going. And another one. These trees are dead. Got me 2 walking sticks. Like I'm on a hike. Fresh trail. There's deer in here. So that's good. Out, steep one. See a blocker up there. There might not be anything in here. Oh, that's 2 I've fallen. This is fun. How am I falling so much? How old is this can? House of Helaman. I'm gonna take this thing with me. Frankfurt Phoenix. It's a beer can. Very, very old beer can. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention that if there is graphic material in this video, I will put a kind of a warning or a disclaimer saying graphic material ahead, skip to this part if you so choose to. There the blockers are, so there's probably nothing in here. Look at this cable in here. Literally, I wonder why there's like, that's a ton of cable. Oh, that's worth anything for scrap. Comment down below, do you guys know if it's worth anything for scrap? For two, I'm wondering if this is just a logger that broke a cable and just left it here. Is this a logging road? Huh. Nothing, Melsky? It's cooled down enough where the water's iced over. Actually pretty decent. Bright side, I found 2 walking sticks. So I'll set them right by Howard's cabin. Oh yeah, take a look at this old thing. This thing's real old. I want to try and find a date. Go get them there, Toad. Those brakes are icy. Brakes are real icy. We gotta cross a creek, and it's definitely cold out. So yeah, the brakes definitely froze up. Well, this will be fun. I'm gonna lay down because I don't want to lose anything. Here we go. Oh gosh. Whoa. Whew. Just got to the next drive. So traditionally we would walk right through this barn up the hill. We're actually going to walk up the hill road this time, basically be a finger back. Because the last couple years we've done this, kick deer this way, we're walking up the hill. So we don't want to do that. Where's Dusty sitting out last time?
In here somewhere.
So we got James right there. I'm gonna be right here covering everything up to there. And my dad's gonna wake his way up to the top of the hill. And right there he's gonna be like, well, we already got 1 shot off. I'm guessing that was Steve or Daniel. 2 shots off. 3 shots off. I don't know who would have kicked them. If the drivers must have just gotten over the hill in the south wind kind of moving. We're gonna cover this entire valley here. And my dad's gonna be able to tell the hill. He's gonna cover everything on the CRP that jumps early. Or if anything kind of skirts the hillside and goes up there. It's different from the last time we blocked this. Last time we were down the hill, up the hill like down to that. So it was A, an easier walk to get here, and B, or 2, whatever. We can cover more area with less people. And hopefully not scare deer this way. We'll see how it goes, but it sounds like we already got 3 shots of either Daniel or Steve. Hopefully at least 1 deer down. I haven't seen or heard anything yet, but I'm guessing the drive's only halfway through, and typically, the deer are late coming out of this drive, or this trail, so eventually I think they're just going to wrap the hillside and come this way. Because James is sitting on a big deer path, and so am I. Not a whole lot going on, really. Just me freezing. It's snowing. I was literally just thinking it was supposed to get like half an inch of snow today at some point. I was like, just thinking, when's it going to start snowing? Look at that fat little guy. Squirrel. Hi, buddy. Blow your head off. Actually, if you shoot a squirrel with the 12 gauge, you'd probably blow its entire body apart. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. It's a nice shooter. So we got one sitting down there in the gully. I'm guessing it smells dad up and up the hill. Maybe. If I was going to do this over again, I would have let that doe go and try to get a shot at that buck. I'm happy with the doe that I got. It was a really nice doe. You'll see a little bit later. But that buck was definitely a lot wider than I thought it was. It was definitely a little bit older than the 2.5-year-old. Like, shoot, that thing was wide. If I would do it over again, I would try to get a shot at that buck. But again, I'm happy with the doe that I got. Hindsight's always 20/20. So I got one doe. Right there, that's a small one. So the one doe's right there. The buck ran back that way. Clufty, when you watch this, you're welcome. I had that buck 30 yards right there. But I let him go because he was only like an 8-point. Sweet. That was cool. That was one of the cooler hunts I've seen. Because I saw just the one come. So I ducked down and got to a knee. It came right there, 30 yards. Stick you right there. That way I know exactly where I was. They would have walked right up that deer trail. That's where they would have gone. Oh man, that was cool. James is creeping down. Drivers are right there. Ah, right there. Where did I blame her? Yeah, I'm just looking where I hit her. It was a nice 3.5-year-old. I passed on him. He's going to be a dandy next year. In front of us, right near James.
Start backtracking. Make sure there's not a big bluff behind us.
I'm going to unload my gun first.
Keep rolling.
Roll.
Keep going.
Timber. She's a hoss. She's much bigger than I thought she was. That was steep. Yeah, so it was her, a fawn, and then that nice buck.
Seventh.
All right, notch the tag. You want to call my dad again, see if he answers? He was sitting right basically at the top of this finger.
You know, post a gut job.
I've done it before. Ooh, what a shot. There she goes. It's probably good enough. What do you think?
Warm apple pie.
Whoa, 20 or 30 feet from the road. No clue I was there. Just came up, stopped, walked a couple steps, stopped. Like probably 3 minutes, just stared right at me. So I was waiting for that buck to get closer to see if I was a shooter or not. But I decided to pass on it.
I went back up this way toward me and then up the hill.
Yeah, he's still.
Later came back down this way.
I shot. 2 minutes later, he was still sitting at me. He finally found me. I was like, I don't like you. Turned around, ran back up the hill, and that's where you saw him. All right, let's go for a ride, girl. Good sized one. Good. Yep, it was wide. I only thought he was a 6 or 8 pointer.
I couldn't tell him he was wide. I just thought it was wide.
He was definitely wide. Nice job, girl.
Nice.
I was hoping she'd drop.
Did you shoot it or Jim?
I did. Whoo! That was a fun hunt. Just to recap, you guys, there were 3 deer that we ended up seeing probably 5 minutes until the drivers got us. A decent buck, a good sized doe, and a little fawn. What happened was I saw the little doe, and then I saw the bigger doe, and the bigger doe just meandered her way up the hill, came 20, 30 yards from me, and then I saw the buck. So it was right before I was about to shoot the doe, the decent sized buck came up. I made the decision to shoot the doe and go for the good sized meat. I mean, she was good meat because I left the buck. The buck was wide. It was a nice deer. It was a 3.5-year-old because it was wide. It wasn't that thick. It was a good deer. It wasn't that thick, and it only had 6 or 8 points, probably 8 points. We'll see what the video said when I can look at it. But in that quick decision, I had about 30 seconds to make this decision. I decided to just shoot the doe, take that guaranteed shot, because who knows, they could have spooked right away before the buck came to me. So I decided to shoot the doe, but the buck still stayed there for another minute or two and had no idea where I was. So again, I decided not to shoot that buck because I thought it was a good 3.5-year-old, but I want to see it wait another year. Looking back, I wish I would have shot it, but honestly, it is what it is. I'm happy with my decision, regretting it a little bit, but overall, I'm happy with it. What do you guys think? Comment down below, did I make the right call? I think I'm happy with that harvested doe that I took. It was a nice doe, probably gonna be top 2 this year. It was a real nice doe. So now we're heading down to the first drive we do of the year. We're gonna do it for the 3rd time and see what we see. Cross fingers with only 9 guys. Hopefully we can get a shot or 2 off. Walking in for the 3rd drive. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go here, across there, go up on the side of that bluff. Basically walk the side of the bluff there, follow that all the way around and get in front of the bluff and just be able to shoot down to the bottom, because a lot of times they just run the bottom all the way out. I don't think that buddy's okay. So here's where I am. I'm a good ways up the hill, so I can cover right in front of me. I can shoot down the hill if I need to, and across if James can't. And I'm gonna be able to shoot in front and up a little bit. Just gotta make sure I have a backstop. I think this is a good spot because that's a real big deer trail right there. Oh, that's a driver right there. I thought I heard something, but it was a driver. I just wasn't sure, but yeah, that's a driver. Drives over 1, 2, 3 drivers. Now, how does this happen? That had to have been set there. Again, I go back to the question as old as time. Is this a bluff or a rock? Also, how does a tree grow in a rock? Nature baffles me, because that's pretty neat. Was not expecting that. Guessing that tree's dead. There's some thick stuff in here. I don't think we had a shot on that drive. Oh well. Curious if anybody saw anything. I thought I heard James saying he saw something. We'll see. Next drive. Up on the hill right now. Basically, this is the drive. Carted that video right here. The second day where it was just miserable. We ended up getting 4 deer out of this drive. We're doing a little different, just kind of mix it up. We're gonna push it straight down the hill, just because we don't have enough guys and it's quicker. So that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a quick drive, literally 5 minutes. Just walk straight down the hill and see if we see any shooting. So the GoPro said 70% battery when I started. Went over here and I shot a doe. Pretty sure I dropped her. And I look at the GoPro and it's off, dead. GoPro, your battery technology is trash. I put a heck of a shot on her too, about 150 yards. She was sitting there broadside after Daniel shot at it. That's frustrating, but hey, I think we got a deer down, hopefully. Try to keep you guys out of the wind, but basically we are on the final drive. The last drive, Daniel and I tag teamed a little doe. Wish the GoPro would have recorded it, but like I said before, man, I'm gonna turn this way. Nope, I said it was 70% when I left, when I started the drive, but whatever. What do you do? I'm filming him, filming me. So we got 3 deer down today. 1.5 are mine. Half of them's Daniel, and Steve got another one. So we'll do one more drive, and it's 3:15 right now. We'll call it a day. Either go clean some deer or drink some beer. Just starting up here, man. Is it windy? We had 1 shot before I had the GoPro on. Down there in the honey hole, where that big buck was shot in this video, if I haven't carded it already. So yeah, we'll start in. And the one time that I don't put 5 shells in here is the one time I'll need it, so I always do it. Hopefully the GoPro doesn't die this time. Gosh, that made me upset. Because like I said, that was one heck of a shot. Somewhere around 125 yard shot. Like I said, I was at the range. I can shoot that far. I shot that far, 1 shot, bang, dropped her. Then she like went into the brush, went down and thought she was dead. She jumped up, ran 30, 40 yards, 2 shots, hit her back leg, and then she was done. Deer's down. There's my spot where I cross. I'm usually much higher than this. Ooh, that's fresh. Oh yeah, deer are in here. That's definitely fresh. They're always right down in here. Always. So far, only 1 shot. But there's definitely deer signs in there, so I don't know where they went. But only 1 shot so far. Right at the beginning before we even started the drive. There's 1 blocker. Right there. It's probably James. Wonder if he shot. One of the guys down here shot for sure. I don't think there's anyone up top. There's another blocker up on there. In the honey hole. Who shot? Oh, Honey hole strikes again. I was gonna say there was definitely some signs in there. Probably 3:45. So Scott's got a buck down. Nice. Didn't see a thing. Yeah, we were still sitting up on top of the hill. Where'd it come from?
I don't know.
One deer down on this drive, 4 deer total. Gotta pack it up and head to go shower and get ready for a ref of the game tonight. Also, I just realized that I never did an outro to yesterday's video, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, it would mean the world to me. Hit that subscribe button. We still got one more deer hunting video, deer driving video coming out, and we still got plenty of off-season stuff going on, like, you know, farming and hunting stuff. So you're gonna want to stay tuned. Hit that like button and comment if you have any questions. I've been trying to be active in the comments to help you guys understand this hunting practice we do. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.